to building the nest for another week. It feels a little while since we have done a proper video. It hasn't, it's only been one catch up or time lapse that we did. It does feel a little while. This one's going to be a little bit different as well. It's going to show what we've been doing on the homestead and in and around our life, but it is a little bit different because our life's been a little bit different over the past couple of weeks. So we got really tired and our productivity dropped straight off a cliff. So we gave ourselves some time off and we've had some brilliant days out which we can show you bits and pieces of, and we've just been doing a lot of lighter weight stuff really, for the majority of the time anyway. We've also had some not quite so good things happen, which is part of life. It's not particularly what we're going to go into in this video because I don't know, I watch YouTube for escapism, not real life. But we will put a community post out about it. If you are interested, then do take a look. But that's fine. But the other thing we have come to is we have been talking about how we want the next few months of our lives to be, what we want it to look like and what we want to achieve and all things like that. So all the way at the end of the video, Nick's going to tell you what our decisions are and how that implicates everything. It's not a bad thing though, so don't worry. But first, let's have a look at what we have been doing, and hope you enjoy. So remember when I just said all the way at the end of the video, Nick is going to tell you what our big decisions are? Well, it's actually going to be right now. He just phoned me and kind of went, do you think we should put it near the start? Because then we can make sure people actually know what our plans are. Because it's nice to take people on our journey with us when people are watching our journey with us. And I was kind of, yes, that's what I said 5 days ago when we were planning out this video. When we said, where should we put it? Should we put it at the end? Should we put it at the start? Should we put it in the middle? And I said, put it at the start because then we know what we're talking about and we can carry on. But no, we'll put it at the end. Well, now it's going now. So enjoy.
Big decisions. You are catching me on my way home from work, and that's relevant really because the big decisions relate to the balance that we've got. And at the moment it's still really too heavily balanced towards garden work and not enough towards the land and the cottage renovation. So we want to change that, and we are going to change that from July, but we need some help to do that, and that's where you guys come in. So what do we need to be able to make that balance work? Well, we need to grow this channel. So building the Nest Island, we are so grateful for everyone that's currently watching us, that's subscribed, and the absolute best thing you guys can do to help us is to keep watching our videos, keep liking, subscribing, commenting. That maintains the current level and what we've already got. But what we also want to do is to grow it further. So if any of you guys out there think you're the other people on your social media accounts might be interested, then please do share us, please do shout about us. Every extra person watching our videos really helps. Also, if you've got a YouTube channel, and there's quite a number of you that do, all kinds of different topics, if you think it's going to be relevant or of interest to the people that watch your videos, please do give us a shout out. That would be unbelievably great help with growing the channel. And if you do that, just make sure you let us know as well. Just to make sure that we give you a shout out too, because it's a two-way thing, or help each other to grow. But yeah, so if anyone out there can help us grow the channel, then that would be really appreciated. Related to that, and for the more eagle-eyed amongst you, you may have realised that we now have a Patreon page. So if you haven't heard of this, this is a separate website where you can subscribe in return for a number of different benefits. And so most YouTube channels also have a Patreon page, and so now we have got one too. And if you subscribe, you can get our videos 24 hours before everyone else gets them on YouTube. So you get the content first, you will get exclusive content, so we will be putting things on there which won't be on YouTube. So some of this new exciting content we'll have the time to create from July onwards. Will go on the Patreon page, so if you're a member there you will have access to that. And there's also a private kind of community chat function as well, so we can all get to know each other and have much more interaction. Along those lines, there's also a Q&A function where you can ask specific questions and we'll give the specific answers. And there's what they call a fan request function where you can send a direct request to me and Lisa asking for something, suggesting things, whatever. So that's really quite exciting, and we're hoping that will grow alongside the YouTube channel. So actually, on the day we published it, 2 of you found it immediately, and so we're very grateful that you got it off to a great start, because literally within an hour of it being created we already had someone who'd become a Patreon. So we're really grateful for that, thank you. And if anyone else is interested, the links are in the description for the channel, and they'll be in the description for this video as well. So big change from mine and Lisa's point of view, big risks too, because obviously money makes the world go round, it pays our bills, and what we're going to be doing is reducing the amount of gardening work, which is by far our main source of income, to restricting it just down to our existing customers, so we won't be seeking any new ones, and some of the one-off work, once that's done this month, that will not be replaced with any more one-off work. So that's going to free up a lot of time for us, but it's going to put a financial pressure on, and so that's where we're hoping, with your guys' help, we can really push the YouTube channel and Patreon forward and hopefully fill that gap. And if we can do that, we get to spend more time on the land and on the house, actually pushing the renovation forward and building up the land according to all the different plans we've got. And in doing so, we'll create lots more content than we currently can, which will be interesting for you guys to watch as well, and there'll be a lot more of it. So hopefully it's a win-win situation. We just need a bit of help to really give it a boost. So anything you can do, please do. And yeah, I'm not going to ramble. It's short, it's succinct, it was straight to the point. Nick over. Or over and out. Over and out, I should have said. Yeah, over and out. Okay, over to you.
And now for what we've actually been up to. So where are we going?
We're going to Bloom.
Woo!
Yay! In Dublin. If you don't know, flower show in Dublin.
Yeah. And what have you got?
I got myself a little chips to keep me going.
Just chips?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
And maybe a chicken royale.
The first junk food of the day.
Yeah. We did try to get some earlier, but it was too early. And they were shut.
They were.
But now they're open.
Are you excited for Bloom?
Yes, I am.
And what else is it today?
It's our anniversary as well. 18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. So we're going to try and buy something at the show.
I'm sure we'll
like
succeed in buying something at
Yeah.
the show.
You alright?
What are you doing?
Look at the state of that.
Oh, it's going to
Melting
drip all
already.
over you.
I know.
What are you going to do?
Ice creams are quite stressful. I've been loaded up.
What's in the little baggie?
This is the final straw.
Yeah.
The little bird feeder thing.
Oh, it's so cute though.
Which he thought it was funny to stick on the end of that.
Yeah, and I was right.
So what have we got?
I don't know.
I'll take the camera.
Okay.
You can show us what we've got.
Okay. Come into Lisa's Emporium. We have got 2 transports.
Yeah.
And the lift, which are now falling over. And the bird house.
Yeah, in the little bag. Yeah.
We've got 2 climbing roses.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? Albrighton Rambler?
Albrighton Rambler and Lady of the Lake.
And Lady of the Lake. And another little tiny rose, which is actually the same colour, but we'll gloss over that.
Yeah.
And we think that's mislabelled, because that was called some kind of
Sunset Dream.
Sunset Dream, and it's pink.
Yeah, and Sunset Dream was quite orange.
Yeah, but we like that one, so we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it's pretty.
Yeah, and we decided yesterday we've gone nuts on pink roses, so we need to have some additional colours.
Yeah.
So this is what we've bought today. Never mind.
Nice, eh?
And those roses are going to go on those supports. Yeah. Okay, cool. And it was very busy in there.
It was so busy.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Yeah.
It's nice.
No, it was a fun day. We're looking forward to getting back to the field.
Yeah.
After being jostled all day. Okay. Okay, let's go. Right. A bit damp.
It's so rainy.
We quite confidently went up to Northern Ireland at like 12 today, didn't we?
We did.
Thinking we've got to be back down where we live for 8:30 in the evening to watch our neighbour play, who's they're singing.
Yeah, they're musicians, yeah.
And we thought, oh, that will be nice and safe. And here we are at 8:20 racing towards where they're going to play. No.
I blame the tree in the road. So we are just popping back to make sure the girls are okay before we go and see our lovely neighbours singing down in Westport, and we have come across a broken branch, which it looks like Nick can't move very easily. Excellent.
Yeah, a tree came down.
Really little tree.
Just when we was near home.
Yeah.
On any normal day I would have had the chainsaw in the back of the car, but because we're on a few days off, I took all the stuff out of the car. So we don't have anything, so we had to go the long way around. Yeah. Dramas. So yeah, it's been quite the day.
You would think, like, what was it, like 8 hours? We had 8.5 hours we had to do a 4-hour round trip.
Yeah.
Would have been fine.
Yeah, there's loads of traffic up there too.
Oh man, there was. There's so traffic.
So, but no, we'll get there. We'll probably be about half an hour late. So.
Sorry.
We've got a garlic, at least one.
Woohoo!
One proper one. And we have to remember these are like organic and everything. And organic stuff is always smaller than what you're used to.
That's true. That's true. That's what's gone on. It's organic.
Yeah.
Therefore it's tiny.
Yeah.
That's true. That's our USB.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're meant to leave these out on the beds to kind of sun dry essentially the outside. But because we live in Ireland, it's raining.
It's never gonna dry.
It's never gonna dry. Oh, first time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's so easy. Lisa, stop serenading me with dogs. We are using our old frame from the swing seat.
The swing seat that got in the storm.
Yeah, and the seat got destroyed, but the frame's still good.
Yeah.
So we're going to use the frame as like a...
Beanery.
Yeah, what's the word?
Frame.
Yeah, so it's frame. Yeah, we're going to use the frame as a frame.
Yeah, to kind of make it as a tripod so the runner beans and peas and things to grow up.
Yeah.
With some, like, wire on.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I think this little bean is begging to be planted out. He started growing up our fence.
Okay, so we've officially entered greenhouse.
Reorganisation day.
greenhouse stress period where Lisa's overseeded for the space she's got.
What happened?
Space, kind of.
Oh my god!
What?
The back leg! The back leg!
Oh Jesus!
Look at that! You're not even sorry, are you?
Some would say that's like precise positioning. Positioning?
Positioning.
Yeah.
You're not even sorry.
I missed the seedling.
You're not even sorry.
Something I'm sorry about.
Wait.
Doesn't need to go up too high. Just it does. So we got that off. I am actually following the instructions for once. Some bits I'm familiar with because they're similar to our other chainsaw. Jesus. So we've got chainsaw oil, like for the actual chain, but it's in the shed and I can't find it. So we'll buy the shed of doom. So we'll buy some of that tomorrow.
You want me to come and hold that?
No, it's okay. Lisa's going to be doing the chainsawing tomorrow.
Lisa is not.
Alright, so that's it for today. Let's go chop some trees.
Woo!
Okay, today's job is going to be taking down this tree. It's an ash, it's got ash dieback, and it's actually already leaning quite a lot. You can't really see from this angle, but it's one we are surprised it didn't get taken down in Storm Eowyn, and so it really needs to come down before this winter, particularly because it's next to our shed. And we don't want it obviously in a storm to go that way, or even if it comes towards you, it will hit our back boundary and disrupt that. So we really want to fell it down there where there's space. So first job I'm going to do actually is trim that down, because then it will be easier to process the tree once it's down. And this is very much our first complete tree. We've taken bits of other ones off in terms of getting ready for winter, because a lot of these trees have just been left while the site was abandoned, and a lot of them are these like conifer and fir trees and so on, and they've got way too tall and spindly because they were planted close together. They were probably an old hedge, or just to create a bit of a windbreak, but being left for 50 years they've all got huge, and the ones that are endangering the caravan or any of our structures need to go before winter. So yeah, this is the first one, so I'll get strimming.
So, like Nick said, we're going to fell the tree. He thinks you can get it going over there. I think it's quite clearly leaning. They're quite clearly leaning in this direction. So I'll use my phone as well, hold on. And one with the tree.
Live experiment.
Exactly. And one with the tree. So I think it's quite clearly going to go that direction. Nick reckons he can make it turn all the way around to that direction. Who do you think is going to be right?
You forget about my years of skill and experience as a lumberjack.
And how many years of experience have you got as a lumberjack?
I've done like 3 or 4 trees, little ones.
Saplings.
Over years though.
Oh, I don't think that's better. Don't think that's better. So let's look at the angle. See? Leaning that direction. Nick wants it to go that direction.
You also need to consider the risks.
What?
I shouldn't say this really, but...
Oh yeah. So if he does screw it up, which is possible...
If it goes in a direction neither of us expect.
That's right, by it. Our big shed with our entire life in it and old toilet, bizarrely.
We don't use that.
We don't use that. Yeah, no, we don't just come, oh, a bit of generator time. One with my generator. No. So yeah, that's going to be different. What are the other risks?
To fall on us. It could just fall over the boundary and we'll have to repair the fence.
Yeah, I think it is going to attack the boundary.
Yeah, I mean, what's clear is it's quite a big canopy. It's quite wide at the top. So the edges of it are going to hit the boundary and the fluff to the side. So, but it's the main body of it we want to fall in the right place.
Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick.
And we just decided to do this as a quick task on an afternoon.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Yeah. But you've got to start somewhere. We've got to get rid of these trees, so...
Yeah, so starting on a massive one.
Yeah.
Yeah, normal people would start, like, on that little twiddly one there, look.
Yeah.
Not us. Right. Let's give it a go.
Go in for the big kahuna.
Absolutely. So what's actually the plan?
So I'm going to cut a wedge out in the direction I want it to fall.
Right.
Okay, so it'll be like here, slope in there and then a flat bottom. About a third of the tree, possibly to a half. And then when you're ready, then you do a cut from the back in towards that. And then it should start to go that way.
And if it doesn't?
We just move out of the way and deal with it after, basically. So am I forgiven if it all goes wrong?
No. This is all like, yes. It's fine.
Oh yeah?
No,
I'll just pay for it forever.
No,
Literally.
no. We make decisions together. This isn't the brightest decision we've ever made, but it should be fine. It's a calculated risk. Everything we've ever done in our entire life is a risk.
Yeah.
But don't get hurt.
No.
The biggest thing is you don't get hurt, or me.
No. I will clear off out of the way as soon as it starts to move.
Yeah.
So.
Should you not do like the gas bottles?
No, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to fall that
Have
way.
an explosion as well. It'll be fine. What am I talking about?
If it's going to go wrong, we'll go with a big bang.
That's not funny.
Right, let's get it started.
Okay.
I'll just get that last little bit out and then we're ready to go. Okay, are we ready?
Not ready at all. really well. What did it get? Did it get anything?
I don't think it's got. No, I don't think it's damaged or anything.
Look at the cows.
I know.
What you doing?
No, some of the fluff is on the boundary.
Well, yeah, it would be. It's a big tree.
But overall, I'm taking that as a success. It went in the direction of the wedge.
Yeah.
I would, like I said, I would have liked it a bit more that way. But it's all right.
Right. How jazzed do you feel?
More relieved.
Yeah, you okay?
More relieved it came down pretty much as expected.
No, bang on.
Yeah.
Really bang on. You did really well.
Yeah.
Really startling when it starts to wobble.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Holy sugar plums.
But you see how
really startling.
when you're cutting, you can see when it's going to go. So you can get out of it. Whoop! Jesus. I think the fence is fine.
Yeah?
It's just the fluff sat on top of it.
Yeah, really lightweight fluff, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, so now I just need to start wrapping it up.
Yeah, we need to get it into a much more stable position.
Yeah.
Because it clearly isn't.
Yeah.
Given the breaks and stuff
Yeah.
that we're hearing.
But yeah. That's good. That's one down.
Well done.
Thanks. Sorry.
I've had to come back in for a cup of tea.
Lisa's having an adrenaline crash.
Lisa is. Lisa wasn't even doing it. And Lisa's having an adrenaline crash.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't, like, some people get lots of, like, real highs from cutting down trees. I mainly get relief.
Yeah.
No, not like that.
I don't need to know. People don't need to know.
Oh,
What
no.
kind of relief do you mean?
No, relief from not having hit the building or killed anyone.
Well, yourself.
yeah.
We're quite attached to you, darling.
Oh, thanks.
And you've got a whole renovation to do. We can't do it like
Yeah, and how would you survive without rambles with Nick? Exactly.
Exactly.
Anyway, but no, I'm
Nick,
just.
I'm getting pale. Nick.
It's alright, you can calm down now. We'll have a cup of tea, a cup of coffee.
That'll help. Bit of caffeine. Lovely.
Yeah. And then I'll go out and make it safer.
Yeah. What's going on with your Tintin hair?
I was getting all the sawdust out of it.
Well, yeah. Let's see how successful you've been with that. Yeah, no.
Not very.
You weren't Tintin.
Next job is to make it safer. Now obviously there's a lot of weight there in the upper trunk. So I'm going to have to chop that so that falls down lower, because we don't want it to snap at some point and come down on the girls. Obviously we'll process the whole tree over time, but I just want to make it safe for now. So I'm going to cut in and around here so all of this falls. As I start to cut, that's going to come down, so I've got to be wary of that. But also the whole weight distribution of the tree could change, so the whole thing could turn. So I will start cutting slowly and tentatively, and as I detect any movement, I'll move back straight away and let it resettle, because I don't want anything coming up at me or it turning over onto me. So that's the next job. So let's get that going. Made a rookie mistake in that whilst I was being very careful of it to start with, I got the chainsaw stuck because as the tree moved it pinched the thing. So Lisa's just going to yank it backwards when I hit and it should come loose.
I look outside this window pane. Seems like everybody's gone insane. This life is more than just enough. Look at all the things we try, still we're never satisfied. Sometimes we feel like giving up, but we don't.
Okay, that officially counts as the tree being down. It's all on the ground now, there's no tension on anything, so if something moves or breaks, it's not all going to move and be dangerous. So the hard bit really now is tidying it all up. So what we'll probably do is log the trunk and the bigger branches, and we might use that to build more walls around the place like we did in the front with the logs. Perhaps we might do some kindling, see how enthusiastic we're feeling. But basically it's not long now, I don't think, until I think it's St. John's Day when you're allowed to have a bonfire. So all the bits of the canopy that's not worth cutting up, we might just make a big pile and have a bonfire with that. But yeah, so there's a bit of clearing up to do, but it's down and it's safe, and that was the main goal. So that's one tree down. I don't know how many to go. It's a bit hard actually, because we like the trees. We like the kind of shelter that gives you and the nice enclosed feeling it gives you. But obviously it's got to be safe with the caravan particularly, and the shed. So I think there's actually, well, certainly a number more that need to go from around the caravan. But you know what we're thinking is that this bottom area here might be quite nice for an orchard, because there's already 2 apple trees. So if we did clear all the trees and planted an orchard, that could be lovely. And whilst it'll look a bit bare for the first few years, after I don't know, 10-20 years time, it'll be a beautiful orchard. So let us know in the comments what you think. Should we chop all these trees down, or should we keep them? At one point we did think about a halfway house, of cutting them in half to leave some habitat. They won't look great, but to leave some habitat whilst other trees grow up. But I think the size of them, and because we can't really afford a tree surgeon for each one of these, they're just going to have to come down in one like this has, from the base where we can reach. But what we'll probably do is we'll try any tree which isn't posing a physical danger to us, either because of its proximity or its size, we'll keep. So we'll keep as much habitat as we can. And particularly all over the other side of the land, we won't be touching any of those trees. Probably a lot of the trees in the middle we won't touch. So, and we'll leave at least a good number of these, even if we take a couple out here and there. So we'll try and maintain all the habitat. But also alongside that, we're keeping things like thickets and so on, because there's a lot of nesting birds that go in there every year, and it gives us a lot of blackberries. So yeah, so we're keeping in mind on
Ramble number 2 with Nick. Could you look a bit less like you're going to pass out?
it's quite hard work,
I'm not saying it isn't.
but all my limbs are intact.
Congratulations.
Yes. So
Despite the lack of PPE.
yes, PPE warning, lack of PPE warning. So these trees are really dangerous for us, and if there was a storm, then we would be not only, well, probably not personally in danger, because we could go over to a neighbour's house who's kindly said we must.
Yes, there is no choice there.
But if our
He will
staff-
be at our gate
exactly.
if we're not at his.
But if,
We must. We absolutely must.
Yeah, exactly. If the caravan gets destroyed, then that's the end of the dream, and actually we'll be homeless.
We would be homeless, yeah, that's true.
So these trees need to come down in a controlled way. So we have to take it carefully and do it. We will have PPE in the future when we can funds for it. At
Yeah.
the minute, we just got to do what we've got to do. So, but you know, we've got an Amazon wish list, so if you want to help out, then feel free.
If you want to change this, you can buy us a coffee.
Exactly.
We're joking.
No, it's fine. I think yeah, there's not really an excuse really, other than we just did it without it, and it's fine
Nick.
on this case.
That's not what this, when we pre-chatted about this ramble, this is not what it was meant to be saying.
No. But it's done now. So,
Yeah.
you know.
No, we know we need PPE. We haven't got PPE. We will get PPE.
Yeah.
Don't give us a load of hassle.
Yeah. And give us hassle in your own homes.
Oh yeah.
Just let us know about it.
Oh yeah. You can definitely do that.
I'm sure you have
Hassle
been.
away.
What the hell is he doing?
Oh my god.
And it would all be justified. But,
Yes, it is. It's perfectly justified. We completely agree with the need for PPE.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's what it is at the moment.
Yeah, it is.
So it's early days here, and we need to make sure
that we're safe. So on that dodgy PPE point, with the tree down safely, everyone's all alive and well. That's the end of this week's video. Thank you so much for watching and being with us on our journey as ever. Thank you to everyone that has already joined our Patreons, that's new and exciting, who's bought us a coffee, and everyone who's just along for the videos. We really appreciate you all, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
So learn to love and learn to laugh. This might be the only chance we have. This life is more than just enough. Try to be kind and don't be shy. Be grateful just to be alive. This life is everything you want.